Hey guys, it's Arne here. Last year was probably the best year of content I made, so I decided to celebrate by making a sequel to a video you are not allowed to watch. I made a survey with the 15 best videos I made last year, in my opinion, and you guys voted to decide which were the best ones. The only rules were that the video had to have been released during 2023, and that's it. So without any more waffling, let's get into that. These are the 10 best videos I made last year according to my non-existent audience. Let's get into that. Barely making the top 10, here we have a really long playthrough of the Game of Life that we recorded during summer break. There's lots of fast-paced humor and I even broke the board itself at the end. I don't know why I got enough votes to make it here, but here we are. As the title says, this is a parody of another YouTuber that we used to really like down here in South America. He's been inactive for 7 years. It was back to school season when I shot it, so it did pretty well in the view count, and it's also the first video I made after shaving my head at the end of last year. So that didn't happen. Okay, so this is the closest thing to a video essay that I made this year about the failure of a project that you guys didn't even know about. It serves to me as closure because I worked really hard on making that and it didn't really pan out in the end. And I also tried to go all out with the presentation. It kind of pushed the channel forward with this glitchy, excessively somber appearance. And it also truly launched and it also served as a launchpad for the That Time I series where I show or talk about something that happened in my life, but I try to shake up the format a little bit with every episode. I will be making a few more of those this year, don't worry. Back to goofy shit. You know how people like making like real-time fan-dubs of popular media where they come up with like an improvised plot as it goes along? We did one of those. This is the most viewed video I made this year. It's a parody of an episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It's slightly funny. It's way too long, it lasts 23 minutes. It's also the longest video I made this year. It also has this ugly filter, which kinda hindered it a lot. But Disney kept striking the video down, so I had to do that. So that's why it's so low on the list, I guess. We made this video for a talent show. You actually got to saw it during The Office, but with even less of a budget. I directed the video. I was playing the drums, as you could see. The cameraman and audio producer was the guy that was playing in the background for a quick gag. We couldn't finish it on time for the talent show, so I uploaded it here. I think it turned out pretty well. Speaking of which, this is the last vlog I've done in ages. I went with a slightly different approach, trying to be more artistic in a way, showing less of my ugly face and more of what was going on actually that day. It also marked one of the first times that I really wove in the music that I was into with the video that I was trying to make. And it made for this really cool direction that I've pushed forward a little bit since then, but it still made for a video that I really enjoyed making and that I still think holds up to this day. I remember that the entire team was very excited to see how it turned out and they weren't disappointed. Shame we couldn't win the tournament, but whatever. How is this top 4? Sure, it's moderately funny. The joke of the video is just weed, but it ends on a Weezer joke. I needed to make a video for 420 because it landed on a Thursday and I thought it would be appropriate to make a video. Either way, this is like an evolution of videos like 4 minutes and 45 seconds in my school, or the bubble blower one I made last year. I don't know. Honorable mention. I thought it was good, but apparently not because it flopped in the voting. I will make a sequel anyways. Great video in my opinion, but it barely made the 2023 deadline, so I guess people just preferred videos that it kind of came out this year. Same as the previous one. It even has 2022 in the title. Still the last grade PodcArne vacation vlog. Okay, so this is one of those videos that did numbers with their view count that nobody seems to like for some reason. I think it's decent. It's a silly YouTube poop about some obscure philosophy program from Argentina. Could have been longer, but I gave up halfway through. I showed it in philosophy class once. If I had chosen the results, this would have been top 1 easily. Like, the presentation is unmatched. I went all out on making it as excessively cinematic as possible. The audio was immersive. The storyline, unmatched. Nothing was scripted and it came out incredibly movie-like. I don't even know how that happened. However, I wish I had recorded more footage prior to the final. Even then, it's still too long. At least it made the top 3. Now, this is a crowd pleaser. My entire classroom probably watched it and their only complaint was they didn't show up enough. I edited it pretty well and most of the gags came pretty naturally despite everything being improvised. It was pretty lightning in a bottle in a way, and I guess that's why the sequels didn't do as well. It's short and sweet and an okay parody. It's hard to hate, it's just a little bit short. If there's a video this year that I was really passionate about making from conception to uploading it, it has to be this one. This could have very well been my magnum opus. I really like history, and the original video by Bill Wirtz is one of the best videos on the internet in my opinion. So when I came up with the idea of making one for my home country, I really tried to do my best with the script and the video itself. And I put a huge amount of effort into it. Researching it was very fun. Making the behemoth that was the slides that accompanied the video was really intensive. I worked like for 2 weeks on that. This is the only video I made this year that had a Spanish dub, so I guess that might have helped it in the voting, and I even showed it in social studies class. And even the teacher liked it. I could have gone a bit further with the Bill Wirtz parody angle, with more like music jingles and stuff, but I just didn't have it in me. Thanks again for making last year so great, and for watching this entire video. These were mainly self-absorbed ramblings, so thanks for caring that much about my stupid channel. I will do my best to keep the content coming as consistently and as hopefully as great as for last year. So yeah, take care, have a great day, goodbye, and Arne is out. Peace.